story. All right, so this is Stanley Hills, and today I'll be talking about coming to Lagos episode 1. Okay, that's what we're doing today. All right, this is my second time in Lagos. My first time was some months ago, that is December 2021, where I spent about 5 to 6 days in Lagos. Don't crucify me. Yes, that was my first time of coming to Lagos. Yeah. You might be surprised to hear that. Well, I've entered Lagos buses, but I never reached Lagos. I stopped somewhere on Ondo State. I stopped somewhere, I think, Ijebu-Odea, Ogun State, for something else. I never ever reached Lagos. But for the first time last year, December 2021, I came into Lagos. I spent about 5-6 days, and I went back to the east. Right? Yeah, I'm from the east actually. So, but secondly, like my second visit, I came down to Lagos, and this is kind of like relocating to Lagos now, thanks to work. I want to talk about my experience in Lagos so far. I mean, it's been fun, it's been full of adventure and exposure and seeing life from another perspective. Okay, and I felt I should just do some series talking about my experiences in Lagos. And as of today is 22nd, no, today is 23rd of April. All right, I've spent 23 days since I moved into Lagos. I came in on the 1st of April 2022, and today is the 23rd day of April, and that's about 3 weeks in Lagos. So I'll be sharing what I've learned so far, what I've seen so far, and man, it's not been funny, but before I start, let me say some things about Lagos. According to my research, Lagos is currently covering a landmass of about 1,171.28 square kilometers. That is about 425.23 square miles. All right, and for the population, Lagos has about 15 point something million people in this Lagos. And the funny part of it is that the Nigerian Population Commission, the National Population Commission rather, is actually arguing that people in Lagos are more than that. People are over 21 million in Lagos, and that makes Lagos to be the most populous city in Nigeria, and not just that, the most populous city in Africa. Can you imagine? The second most populous city in Nigeria is Kano, which is about 4 million people, and Lagos is already clocking 15 million. Can you imagine? 15 million human beings are in this city called Lagos. All right, it's huge, man. It's huge. It's where the Enugu I came in from is about 800 and something thousand people for my research. And so imagine the difference. So that is actually responsible for a whole lot of things happening in Lagos, and I'll be sharing. But for today, I just want to talk about the mentality of people in Lagos. Man, I came in here, and the first thing that greeted me was the bustling and hustling spirit. Like, everybody is on the fast lane. Every single human being here, both the kids, the youths, the teenagers, the adults, everybody is on the fast lane. Like, man, seriously, it is Lagos that boss no fit stop for you. Omo, boss no fit stop for you, make you enter. Now you go jump enter bus now, but in the east, bus will stop, conductor will beg you to enter. The shakara thing, the passengers will do shakara. You stop the bus, you price, and if they don't want, you say I'm not going. The bus will leave you. Can you imagine that? You can't see it in Lagos. The first time I entered Lagos, I alighted from the bus around let's say 7 p.m. I was trying to take a bus, like the public transport, to locate who I was going to meet. I was surprised. The speed they will stop, and they're in a haste. I had to jump into the bus. My luggages were packed into the boot. They're already moving without me. I had to jump in, and I was at the edge of the bus. So at some point, I need to come out for some passengers to alight from the bus. You understand? So I would come out. The people alighted. For me to enter back, the bus left me. I had to jump into the bus again, and I had an injury in the process. So it was funny. That was a welcome package for me. So Lagos, the mentality of people here is that everybody came here to make money. Most people in Lagos, from my understanding, actually came into Lagos. The 15 million persons were not actually born. Okay, me and I came in 3 weeks ago. People are still coming in. The population is still growing, and man, the mentality here is something else. If you know they fast, they will cheat you actually. So you've got to be fast. Secondly is the structures. Man, it is in Lagos. I saw skyscrapers. I saw 11-story building, 15-story building. You see and in Lagos, these story buildings are not actually owned by one person. You see like 10 persons, 5 different persons owning different stories. Like different levels on the story building is owned by somebody else. Okay, so you see skyscrapers, like you'll be standing and you're looking at 20, like let's say 15-story building, and your office might just be on the 14th floor. Imagine if that building starts shaking like jiggy jiggy jiggy, and when you're still on at the 14th floor. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm just thinking about it because I wasn't used to it down there in the east. But in Lagos, you have tall buildings, big hotels. You have good things to look at actually. But before I end this video, I must mention that Lagos is divided into two parts: the mainland and the island. I don't know much areas yet, but I know that in the mainland you find Festac City, you find I don't know most places, okay, but I know you find Mushin in mainland, you find Festac and some other places. Then the island, you find Victoria Island, you find Lekki Phase 1. I think you also have Aja and some other places. I'm not used to them yet, all right, but I must say that the island is a place where, the happening place, like money. Okay, you have the offices on the island, things are costly on the island. So you find people working on the island but living on the mainland. And man, the every Friday evening, people would go from the island back home to the mainland because some get to work on the island and sleep there at the offices, okay? And by Friday, they are going back to the mainland, and the traffic cannot be imagined. Like, you can't imagine the traffic. People get home by 10, 11, or even 12 p.m. because of the traffic. Well, the traffic story will be a story for another day, or maybe the second episode of Lagos. So I'm enjoying myself in Lagos, and it's actually full of experience and full of new findings every day by day. Thank you for watching the story. I will meet with you in the next episode of Coming to Lagos. Cheers.